Hi there, I'm Ben, and welcome to me in full screen. I think this is the first time I've actually been in full screen. So yeah, this is going to be you can see they're missing, they're not here, they're usually here. My PS4 collection, my physical collection of PS4, they're all stacked up here. This is why the light's a bit worse on this side. Yeah, I'm going to be showing my whole collection off, just quickly go through them all. More of a... I don't know, could sort of bookmark it in time for myself as well. Sort of, it's the end of the PS4. PS5's coming out very soon, 3 weeks or so. And yeah, I just want to see where I'm up to. And where I am, maybe a couple of years, I'll do another one of these and see how far along I am. Because I am going to try and go for a full collection. I'm trying to go for a full PS3 collection as well, because I'm just completely mental and I hate money. The only problem with PS4 is there are a lot more than PS3. I don't know exactly how many yet because I haven't finished coming out for the PS4 yet. Plus there's companies like Limited Run who do physical releases for games that wouldn't necessarily have one. So I don't know whether to count those yet. I don't have any, but yeah, we'll see. So I think it's going to be pretty much what you'd expect here. There might be a few you're not expecting. But yeah, I usually start collecting for a console or something once it's sort of dying, because obviously the prices go down. And if you do the same, if you collect as well, that's definitely the best way to go. Right, I do apologise if the camera, I'm not sure what it's like. It looks okay on full screen. It is just my webcam. If I carry on doing videos like this, I will invest in a proper camera so they do look better. I think it looks okay for now. For what we need it for, it's good enough. Right, I've put these in I've tried to put them in some sort of random order, but yeah, it's hurting my OCD more than I thought it would. We're going to start with L. Lego City Adventure. No, Lego City Undercover. This is... You're going to see a lot of Lego games. I've got a lot of these. I've got them in quite a cheap job lot. So you're going to see quite a few. I got them for my son. He kind of didn't care, and now they are my retirement plan. So we're going to see quite a few Lego ones. Yeah, we're out of order here. So, Batman, Arkham Knight. This is Batman that is requested for a Let's Platinum, but I haven't got to it yet. The Batmobile. It was so good to start with, and then it just got really boring pretty quickly. So it's a shame. But there is some more Batmans coming up, and I would rather play those rather than Arkham Knight, to be honest. Speaking of which, we have Batman Telltale series. This is obviously the first one. You're going to see a lot of Telltale here as well. I've tried to get the full collection of Telltale because they are delisted. Quite a few of them are, so it's good to get hold of Telltale now. The price is going to go up on these. Yeah, this is good. Not done the second one at all. I have done the first one. I have done that one. Battleborn. I think this is actually delisted, Battleborn, because the game is literally dead. So yeah, I got that in a job lot. I think that's why that's here. Infamous Second Son. One of the first PS4 games that I played. You need to play it as well. It's one of the best games on. Not the best. I don't know. Is this one of the best? I would say no. It's one of the best exclusives. Not one of the best. It's definitely a good one, but it's not a coal one, and that's the problem. Next we have Inside Limbo, the documentary on how they made Limbo. No, it's the dual pack of Inside and Limbo. Obviously, I did recently Inside on stream, and it is just weird and mental, and you need to play it. I'm sure most of you played Limbo. It was on the PS3 as well. Happy I've got that one. I'm really happy. I like getting games that you wouldn't necessarily think have a physical version. You'll probably see quite a few, or more than a couple, that you might not realise have a physical, like Inside and Limbo. Just Cause 4. I really like Just Cause 2 on the PS3. Just Cause 4 I haven't done yet. You're going to see quite a few. I'm going to say that a lot. I've not done that yet. You're going to hear that a lot. Like I said, it's a retirement plan. I collect them all. It started with football stickers, I think. I didn't even like football. I collected football stickers because everybody else did at school, and then I got Space Jam. Yeah, I'm for showing my age there. So yeah, Space Jam sticker albums, and then I just like collecting. They just make me feel better about myself. Yeah, so you can call me a loser, call me what you want. I don't care. Harry Potter. The Lego Harry Potter series is actually really good. This is both of the, well, not all, it's both games, but it's all 7 years on one disc. Or is it one disc? Yeah, it's one disc. That is E for everybody. That is the, I didn't actually realise that is the American version of it. I did not realise. Persona 5. I bought this along with another game you're going to see shortly, in the hopes to play it before I make my decision on the best of the generation. Sort of top 10 video I wanted to get done. I'm not sure if I will have time now. Hopefully I will. It might be after the PS5 comes out now. Pretty cool steelbook there. I mean, I had to get it just for that. Look at that. That's nice. I do like a steelbook. You're going to see a few. Not many. And there's nothing I hate more than a scratch steelbook as well. Yeah, I haven't done this. I put it in, and before I even popped a trophy, I stopped because the time commitment is just too much. Again, with quite a few of these games, you're going to see the time commitment on some of them. It's just why I've not done them. It literally is. There's nothing I love more than getting lost in a game's world. But they're all every game is so long now. And I don't like quitting halfway through a platinum because I know I won't go back to it. That's why I've not done it yet. Kingdom Hearts 3. Obviously, there are other Kingdom Hearts. This is the third one. There are so many. I don't even know where to start. I don't know how to start. Obviously, I need to start with one of the first ones. They are available for PS4. I think I have them on PS3 somewhere. Haven't done them at all. Again, time investment. And I need to start one of those. And I will eventually. Far Cry New Dawn. You're going to see... I think I have all the Far Cries now. Haven't done this one yet. I was a bit concerned this would be like... find it. There's no game in this. I still have the steelbook though. I sold the game because before I even opened the game, I sold this game after I saw what it was like. Yeah, I was afraid it'd be like this because I haven't played it. Obviously, this came out first, but apparently it's not. So I actually look forward to that because it has that forced jokiness between the two characters, and apparently it's horrible. What I've seen, just the quotes and things they say, is just horrible. So New Dawn, yeah, is the sort of spin-off for Far Cry 5, and then we have Far Cry Primal, which is the spin-off for Far Cry 4. Again, not the only Far Cry I've done on PS4 is Far Cry 4, when that was the first one on PS4. You're going to see some of these. I don't know why I have. I'm going for a full collection. Sports games, I don't buy these. These come with job lots. Other people have them, and then I buy all their games. And they just appear, and I'm going for a full collection, so that's why it's there. You're going to see some of the others later. Mass Effect Andromeda, where it all started to go downhill for BioWare. God damn it. I will play the trilogy before I play this, the remastered trilogy before I play this, and that isn't even confirmed to be real yet. I've heard it's better, but I don't know. It needs a good, strong main character, and apparently it doesn't have that. So just imagine sticking around with the main character. That's awful for as many hours as that takes. Final Fantasy... no, Final Fantasy. What the hell did I get? Final Fantasy? Metal Gear Solid 5. Phantom Pain. That's probably where it came from. Sad to say I've not done it. I was asked last night whether I'm a fan of the Metal Gear series, and the answer is I like them, I don't love them. I really liked and I really loved the first one. That was one of the first games I played on PS1. After that, it kind of, yeah, I didn't really do any of them really. Done 4, I can't remember what the hell went on. I really just do not remember. Anyway, moving on to something that is excellent, Metro Exodus. If you like first-person shooters, probably don't get this. If you like survival horror, then play this for sure. This very underrated game. I hardly see anyone talk about it or even play it, but once people do play it, they do talk about it. Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War. Played this, haven't played Shadow of War yet. I have the DLC for Mordor as well. I heard there was a problem with some sort of loot box or something they were putting into this one. Apparently it's okay now, so yeah. Mordor is such a good game. The what is the system? What do they call it? The it doesn't say it on the back. This sort of nemesis system. That's it. Yeah, it's so good. How enemies hold a grudge. Really good. Some more Telltale here is 3 Minecraft. So this one could probably... That's your left hand. This one could probably go now. because I have the so I'll put this one on. So I've just not got rid of it yet, but this is the full one. Not this one. This one is the full first season with the DLC on the disc. This is the second series. It's probably not too bad. Telltale are never that bad. So have we played a bad Telltale? I don't think I've personally played a bad Telltale game. I love them. They're just fun, and I can play them when my wife is around. She won't be particularly bothered by me playing something like that because she can watch along. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. No, not Skyrim. That's coming up. Elder Scrolls Online. You don't need a subscription. I don't know. There's so many different versions of this. I don't even know where to start anymore. And it's obviously the online MMO. It's massive. I have no idea where to start with that anymore. I think that was just in a job lot. That's why I own it. Skyrim. Everyone owns this. Even people who don't own. I mean, I'm sure you can play this on your toaster now. I have no idea. Everyone's got that. Evil Within 1 und 2. This I'm playing on Saturday on stream, on the Halloween stream. So hopefully if you're seeing this as this video is released, you will join me for that. I'm playing some horror games, and I think I've underestimated how scary these are actually going to be. I'm not too good with scary stuff. I know. It's sad. I don't know. It's sad. These look like they're going to be Resident Evil. This looks like a Resident Evil in the back there. You think, oh, it's not going to be too bad, but then I have a feeling it's going to scare the crap out of me. Titanfall 2 is, if you like first-person shooters with a story, then this is the game you need to play. One of the best games, story-wise, first-person shooter-wise, on the PS4. I even have a steelbook of one of them. Some more FIFAs. I mean, who the hell cares? 18, 17. If you like football, sure thing. Yeah, I mean, I have a steelbook of FIFA 16. I have no intention of ever playing them. Final Fantasy 7, the Final Fantasy that made me... This is the first Final Fantasy ever, the remake this is, that I ever played. This doesn't... Yeah, I thought the disc was a bit loose in there. Just felt it. That's the wrong way around. The cover is supposed to be... You can't notice it. It's the other way. That's supposed to be like the old cover for the PS1, I think. If I'm right. I thought it was white, though. Anyway, yeah, I love Final Fantasy now. Speaking of which, one I want to play, 15 Royal Edition. I got this used, and surprisingly, the code worked. That is practically unheard of, that you get a used game and the code working. The Royal Edition code did work, so again, it's a time investment. It's one I want to play. I will do eventually. Game of Thrones, Telltale. If there's one Game of Thrones that needs a sequel, it's Wolf Among Us. If there's a second one that needs a sequel, it's Game of Thrones, because it literally ends on a cliffhanger. So we need a sequel for that one. Again, Game of Thrones and all Telltale games, I think, are delisted. I think all of them are now, so worth getting hold of. Ghost of Tsushima. It's a beautiful game. You either love it or you kind of think it's alright. Obviously the online stuff's just come out for this, the co-op stuff. I'm in no rush to play it. As much as I enjoyed it in the middle, the game in the middle, I'm in no rush to replay it. I'm sure we all know Ghost of Tsushima. I don't need to talk about that really. Ghostbusters. This is not the remake. This is like a standalone thing. I think this is the one where you are not. Yeah, this is the co-op one, where you're not a Ghostbuster per se. You're not one of the famous Ghostbusters. You're just kind of someone joining the Ghostbusters. I don't even know if the others are in there voice-wise. That's a delisted game, so that's why I've picked that up. No Man's Sky is fixed now, apparently. So, yeah, I really want to try this. I mean, obviously we all know the meme with the dinosaur on the back of the Jurassic Park thing. That's, if you haven't watched it, go and see it. It's on YouTube. That was the whole point of the game when it first came out. It just failed, didn't it? Yeah, I will get to it eventually. Games I have played. I can't see what they are. You still can't see what they are. Dark Souls trilogy is just the best. Well, it's not. There's another game that's better than Dark Souls, and that's coming up. Yeah, the trilogy. This had a soundtrack. Unfortunately, it was a digital soundtrack, but still soundtrack. Which Dark Souls soundtrack's so good. Darksiders Genesis. Play it. Just play this. I mean, look how beautiful that game looks. Look at the game world there, all those different colours. This is an awful focus here. I've not got autofocus on because it keeps trying to pick up the thing behind me. Yeah, it's like a top-down isometric view, sort of a dungeon crawler. So it's different to the other Darksiders, which are usually third person. But yeah, play that. Beautiful game, really fun as well. Another delisted. Surprisingly, this is a delisted game. Deadpool. Thank you, Charlotte. You mentioned it on a stream. I didn't actually realise this was delisted. You mentioned it. I picked it up. It's Nolan North as Deadpool. I really wanted to play it. It was on PS3 as well. I still haven't played it. Deus Ex Mankind Divided was the one. I always get this mixed up with the one on the PS3. I always thought the one on the PS3 was called Mankind Divided, but that's Human Revolution. So it's a similar title, really, isn't it? I heard it's not as good, but obviously Human Revolution is a really, really good game. Eventually I'll get to that. A game I have played, strangely, because most of them it sounds like I haven't, is Doom Eternal. One of the best games this year so far. Of pretty poor games this year, really. If you think about what's come out and what's been disappointing. This didn't disappoint. This was all that. So good. DLC's just come out for that. I'm probably going to wait on the DLC to come down in price now. Not in a hurry to get that done. As good as it was, there's just too much other stuff going on at the moment. Fallout 4 is a Fallout I didn't love. I never finished it. I wanted to love it as much as I love New Vegas and 3 being my first platinum and New Vegas being one of my favourite games on PS3. It just, man, it was disappointing. I don't know why it didn't work. I know I've spoken to people who've, Fallout 4 was their first Fallout and they love that game, and I can understand why. If it's your first, but maybe it's just because I'm burnt out because it's so similar to the others. I don't know. Building a village doesn't really add too much. The rest of it is very similar. Overwatch, I'll get my ass kicked if I ever played this. That was a horrible case of that. Disappointed. Need to replace that. I'll never play that. I'll get my ass kicked. What's the point? We Happy Few. That cover looks like it's going to be a fun time, like an interesting game. I've heard it's not, and that's why I've not played it. I mean, that just looks interesting. It's a shame that apparently it's awful. Yeah, so that was a job lot. Along with this is just one I picked up in a job lot. I didn't even need to try and buy this. We all know what Destiny is. Another game that's delisted, surprisingly, is The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I think was on PS3 as well. There was definitely an Amazing Spider-Man on PS3. I haven't played... I think I played Amazing Spider-Man. Basically, they're not as good as the other one. And I've forgotten if I have played it. You're not actually going to see the other Spider-Man. I don't own that, surprisingly. I didn't realise I didn't own it until I looked at all these, and you're not going to see that. But I have had it in the past. I must have traded it in at some point before I started properly collecting when prices were still good. Walking Dead Season 2. I'm going to get rid of this at some point and get the definitive edition. Yeah, I'm only up to Season 2. I haven't played Michonne, I haven't played 3 or 4. I don't know which one this is. It's an Walking Dead game. Is this 3 or 4? 5-part. What the hell? Which one? I don't even know which one this is. I'm out of touch with the Walking Dead games. The Last Guardian is another one I got because I wanted to do it before I declared my favourite games on PS4. This is obviously a PS4 exclusive. I feel like it could be, but I've also heard that the cat, bird, dog, whatever the hell that is a bit janky with its sort of commands, so I doubt I'll play it before I do the video now, unlike like Persona. Everyone has it. You have to play it, The Last of Us. You're not going to see The Last of Us 2. My neighbour still has that. He's had that for forever now. Not that I'm bothered. I mean, he's still playing it, still going through it, just taking his time, which is fine. But you're not going to see it in this video. But I do have it. The Order 1886. Mentioned it a few times. It's not all that bad. It's a tech demo and it's a short game, and there's definitely a world there that they need to expand on, but it's just not that bad. I think people are expecting too much of the game. Graphically, it's amazing though. Still holds up against most other games. The Outer Worlds is obviously Obsidian, New Vegas, Fallout New Vegas guys. Played this for a little bit, didn't love it. One I really wanted to as well. I will get it. I will do it. The Surge is, it's like a sort of Dark Souls with exo suits, I suppose. Apparently it has a really good, not loot system, but gear system. Not in the way you're sort of thinking in modern games, but what's it, like armor? You know what I mean. Apparently it's really good on that, the way you break them off enemies. So yeah, there's that. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. This is the one I got from Ubisoft, so thank you Ubisoft, I suppose, for this. It's American. It says it plays all. Apparently it doesn't. I've never opened this as a steelbook version. Apparently it doesn't work because of some sort of internet thing. I don't know. But I've never opened it. Ghost Recon Wildlands is I got for this in preparation for doing Breakpoint. And I didn't play too much of it. Maybe a couple of hours. I will go back. I did quite like it. I do like Breakpoint. As much as people think it's not great, I do enjoy it for what it is. But I've never been a Ghost Recon fan. So I'm not really, don't have that much attachment to the series. Rainbow Six Siege is a game I will get my ass kicked. Some people on stream were saying last night that it's not as bad as you think it is. It's fairly simple, but some other people were saying it's a toxic community. So I don't know who to believe. I'll probably never do it. Online game. Tony Hawk Pro Skate 5 is the Tony Hawk that killed the series. There aren't any Tony Hawks after this. Obviously, there's the remakes, the remake 1 and 2, whatever it was, that just came out. Apparently, this is terrible. It's also a delisted game, so that's why I own it. It's no more, so price will go up on that one. Uncharted Collection, I obviously have this because of the streams I did. I think we all have that. I think we do. It was on PS Plus. Uncharted Lost Legacy. Well, this was supposed to be DLC for 4. Ended up being its own standalone game, and thank God they did it because it's a damn fine game. Some people argue it's better than 4. I'm not sure, but it's definitely up there. Prey. What the hell is Prey? Is it in space? Is it aliens? Is it horror? What the hell is Prey? I'm new to this. I've never touched the series, so I don't know. But it does look interesting. But it's also very cheap all the time, so I'm guessing it's not great, which is a shame. Another football game, who cares? PES 16. Most people know my channel because of this game, so thank you. Red Dead. It is that Red Dead. There it is. We all know Red Dead. I'm sure we all own it as well. Resident Evil 3. Speaking of disappointing games this year, this was... obviously this has Resident Evil Resistance in it as well. As good as Resident Evil 2 is as disappointing as Resident Evil 3 is on a sort of scale. If you made a scale, then they'd be equal. Alien Isolation was a game I almost wanted to put in the stream this Saturday, but I'm not. I do have the platinum for this. This is a fantastic game. This is the Alien game we all wanted, or I wanted. Amazing. Odyssey was one of my best games of... That's tatty at the top. 2018. One of the best games of 2018. Can't wait for the new one after seeing a video on it recently. Just how... I mean, the Hidden Blade is back, so that's always a win. And there's no... Because this had... The only thing with Odyssey, it had that crazy loot gear system in it that Ubisoft decided to put in a lot of games, and the new one doesn't have that. So all loot counts in the new one. So, yeah, I mean, that was one of the worst parts of Odyssey, or the not so favourite parts, let's say. So hopefully they'll fix that in the new one. Syndicate. So this is the one based in London. Haven't done this myself, but I might go and go on a bit of a London trip with Watch Dogs 3, and then go on back and do that one. Skip that one. Another Telltale, one of my favourite ones actually, is Back to the Future. This is the first one I ever played. This is really good. Yeah, this is like a Back to the Future 4. So good, that one. Mafia Definitive Edition. Well, it's the trilogy. It's all three of them. This is the only sort of different case really that I've got. I do have collector's editions. I have the Doom one here. I have the Assassin's Creed one here. Obviously the boxes are on top. You can't see them. But yeah, they're so expensive now. Collector's editions. It's hard to find them at a good price, and I can't really justify putting the money out straight away. But yeah, I don't mind getting a trilogy now and again. This is a good trilogy. I've not done the third one. I played obviously Definitive Edition and 2, but that was on the PS3. So I will go back and finish these. Nice little leather feel to the case there as well. Far Cry 4 is the only Far Cry I've done on PS4. I liked it. Still haven't done the DLC though. Far Cry 5 is a one I obviously haven't done. Hear mixed things about this. Some people say it's the best Far Cry. Some people really don't like it. I don't know where I'll stand on that. I mean, Far Cry is just fun, aren't they? They're never particularly difficult to finish or get the platinum on, so yeah. Watch Dogs 2, again, my latest platinum actually. Obviously I'm doing this because Legion's coming out. And it was actually surprisingly really good. I was really surprised with it because I played this one, Watch Dogs 1, for about half an hour. I don't remember turning my PS4 off and taking the disc out, and I think it just... Did I fall asleep? I don't know. I literally don't know why I stopped playing that game, but I just don't remember anything about it. It was bland, so I don't know. Another game I'm playing at the moment, so I can get to Mein Leben and do a stream for that, is Wolfenstein 2. So yeah, that's another ongoing game. I've got to a point where I've missed something and it's really annoying when you do that. Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil, I will finish before 8 or Village or whatever the hell you want to call it comes out. I will do that before, almost did that on the Halloween one. But yeah, because I'm halfway through it, I decided not to because I haven't touched any of the other games. Apart from one, but there's a reason that that's there. Got some VR stuff. Rick and Morty, Virtual Reality. I love Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's great. Haven't done this yet because it needed 2 Move controllers, which is insane. It required them. Move controllers are not cheap now. So I've only just got one, and my VR isn't set up. It will be soon once I get the PS5. The PS4 is going downstairs, and then it'll be VR time. Finally get to play some of them because there's just not enough room. You need to, like, in here, there's just not enough room at all. Rise of Tomb Raider, obviously have this because of the trophy cards I did for it. Same with this one. I now have the DLC, so I'm going to get back and finish that. Again, with the other one, I've not done the DLC for that either, so I will go back and get those. Battlefield Hardline is kind of when I fell out with Battlefield for a while anyway. Didn't really care. I mean, why is this a Battlefield game? It's not, is it? Battlefield 5 has not been played yet because of Battlefield Hardline. Although there's one after it that I have played. I really like online on Battlefield games. Surprisingly, as much as I hate online games, I really do like the Battlefield ones. Yeah. Damn, the old ones are so good as well. Why, you may ask? Well, I did a stream, if you don't know. And thanks, Libor, by the way, for sending this and making me do the stream. I did a stream just for a joke. It was a joke stream, and it almost hurt my channel in a permanent way, almost. I got a copyright strike, not claim. Claim is different. Strikes are really bad, and 3 of them can have your channel shut down. From the company who distribute. I don't think it was it was the distributors. Because I went on to another game, because that game was so bad, I went and played something else afterwards, and they said it wasn't representative of the thumbnail or something stupid. So I agreed to delete the video, so that's why you'll probably never see it. Terrible, terrible game. BioShock. the trilogy because guides and amazingness. Blood and Truth East End Gangsters is another VR title I've not done yet. I did a bit on the, was it VR Playroom? No, not Playroom. The one you get free. I did a bit of Blood and Truth on that. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to go back and play some VR. It's actually a really good game. Borderlands 3, never finished it. The DLC is mounting up for this one. It's got a lot of DLC for that. I'll do it eventually. Bound by Flame is just one I picked up in a job lot. I have no connection to this game. I don't even know what this is about. Yep, still don't know. And I've looked to the back of the case. Brothers is a game I'm going to stream at some point. This is fantastic, this game. Another one of those games you wouldn't expect to have a physical release, but it does. Yeah, I'm going to play that on stream. You need to experience that game, so hopefully you can watch the whole thing with me. Evolve is obviously just one I got with a load of other games. It's kind of dead as well, I think, at this point. Sinking City is a delisted game. It's H.P. Lovecraft inspired. It looks like one of those games that is so interesting to start with, but the gameplay might actually let it down. Yeah, so this is, it's delisted. Because of the company here, you got Frogware and Big Ben. One of them's the distributor, one of them's the sort of the creators, the developers. The distributors tried to steal the game from the developers, and there was a court battle, and now there's no distributor, so that's why it's delisted. There's nobody to sort of get the game out there anymore. So yeah, it's quite a good one. Get hold of it if you can. Best game of 2019. Personal opinion, of course. You may differ, but yeah, as good as, yeah, so good. If you haven't played it, go and play it. Just play it. Destiny 2. Haven't touched it. Got it free. Well, not free, but in a job lot with a load of others. My newest edition, Mortal Shell, has only just come out. I love this game, and this is just an indie studio that made this. It's a Souls-like. I did guides for it, so I had the digital edition. I want to support them, so I went out and bought the physical version as well. I will keep that sealed. I have no reason to open it, so it's always a good idea to keep them sealed if you can. Digimon Story. Cyber Sleuth. This is a delisted game. This is why I own this. This looks like a Pokemon type game. Yeah, it does. It doesn't look too bad. The thing with Pokemon games is the combat system is really dated now. It's never been updated. So if this has a better combat system, it might actually be quite good. Yeah. So I get a lot of these games from job lots and things, from Facebook. I hate Facebook, like seriously hate it, but I will use it for Facebook Marketplace because so many people are trying to get rid of their games. Like in job lots, you can get like a full collection for not as much as you'd think, because everyone's trying to get PS5. So that's a really good place to start. So that's why I have some of these games that you might think, why the hell has he got that? It's because I've got them. So if I've seen that there's some value there, I'll go and get them and just sell out any ones that I've already owned or whatever. It's a good way to build a collection up and spend all your money. Dishonored 2 and Dishonored, what is it called? Death of the Outsider. So this is like standalone, that one, standalone DLC type deal again. As much as I love Dishonored on the PS3, I really, really did like that game. I missed Dishonored 2 when it came out, and I've never done it yet. I really don't know. I don't have an excuse for that one. Disney Infinity 3. Yep. Toys to Life. Gets expensive quickly. Advanced Warfare is one of the ones I have. No, that is, yes, he's there, Kevin. Oh dear. This is one of the ones I have played. I'm very close to the platinum on that. I think it's just like the not Spec Ops, the survival type thing they have on that one. I've not done. Black Ops 3. I haven't done it. Black Ops 4 is the online one. Haven't done it. Ghosts was the first one on PS4. I have almost done this. This is similar again. I think it's just a case of doing the online or zombies or whatever's in that one. I mean, they're just kind of all. If you look at Call of Duty from the outside, you've not played every single one. They just merge together. They really do. like Infinite War. I swear I just picked this up, but it wasn't. It was Advanced Warfare. So, yeah, this is the one in space when they just completely crap the bed and just, what the hell are you doing? Some people like that one. I don't really want to play one in space, but I own it because I want a full collection. This one was actually quite good. Still close to finishing this. The zombies, obviously, if you saw the stream, failed on me right at the end. We're speaking right at the end on the zombies. Almost there. I will go back and finish that at some point. Constructor. I got this for my son. He loves the city building type games. I had this on PC back in the 90s. This was so good. It was funny. But it's actually not. It's like a 16, so yeah, it's not not sort of game he played really. Dead Rising 4. I played Dead Rising 2 for a while. Why the hell's he wearing an exosuit? What's he called? Frank. Yeah, Frank. I don't really have any feeling towards the series. Obviously, it's just a game I've picked up along the way. Death Stranding. The story in this, I don't know what to say. The acting is so strong, apart from Norman Reedus, who just wallows around for a while. This is... I put it on my list of top 10 games for that year because of the concept, and it was something so new, but ultimately the game is not fun to complete. That's the problem. It's awful when it comes to completion. Another sealed game here. What's to support the House, these guys who did Untitled Goose Game. Goose Game. Now that was a good game that year. If you haven't played it, play it. Really fun. Naughty Goose. Yeah, and that'll still stay sealed as well. Got no reason to open that. Doom, the 2016. Obviously, this is what kicked off the renaissance, if you like, of Doom. This is fantastic. What's this got in it? It's got patches, posters, handbook. Yeah, really good. We all know it is. Return to Arkham. I picked this up in the hope of doing Arkham Asylum as a Let's Platinum. I will get to it at some point, but you all want Night first, so yeah, I'll have to do that one first. A Battlefield I have done. Got the Platinum for this one. Yeah, it's quite good. The story wasn't too bad as well. Battlefield has such strong shooting mechanics, yet the story always seems to let it down compared to Call of Duty, which has the big grand set pieces, which is always really cool. Injustice 2 I have because I want to play. I did Injustice on the PS4 because it was sat at the bottom of my list for a long time, like 1%. I did it, and apparently I like fighting games, which I didn't know. But I'm not good at them, and this one is fairly easy. And I wanted a next gen Injustice. I want to see what it looks like because it still looks good. With Injustice, the first one being a previous generation game. What the hell is this? I don't even know what this is. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Eyes of Heaven. Looks like a fighting game because it looks like there's a roster on the back there. Although it says it's story. What is this? I have no idea. Obviously that was with a job lot as well. I think it's worth a bit. I don't know. Bit of a rare one maybe. Build Your Own Jurassic World. This was for my son as well. To 16 as well, but he's alright with that. It's just because people get eaten. I mean, it's fine. It's natural. Yeah, he was playing this on my account, and then he went and created his own account. He now has more trophies on his own account than he does on mine. Now I have to go back and finish it, but it's not bad because you get to build your own Jurassic Park, and who's not going to like doing that? Shadowfall, one of the first games I played on PS4. My PS4 came with one, not this one. Weirdly, I have not taken that off. So yeah, that cost me like £2 or £3. Yeah, Shadowfall was disappointing compared to sort of 2 and 3, but the online's terrible on it as well with regards to trophies. Now this, if you are a sealed game collector or anything like that, or just in general, this is one of the worst sounds you can hear when you get your game. The disc is loose and it's sealed, and this is a delisted game now. You can't get hold of this in shops anymore or online. Online on the store, on PS Store, I mean. So I'm going to have to open it and move the disc because that will annoy me. yeah. So that's why I have it, because it's delisted. This is a Ghostbusters I do want to play. I really like this on the PS3, and this one doesn't have online. The online killed it on the PS3 version. This is the remaster of that game. This is basically Ghostbusters 3. So if you love Ghostbusters, play that game. It's all the original cast, all the original writers. Harold Ramis, rest in peace, and all that. He was genius. God of War, currently doing Let's Platinum. When that's going to be ready, I do not know. Because the PS5 is coming out right in the middle of it, and I want to drop it at one go. We all have God of War. Quite a special one, really, is Godzilla. You wouldn't think so, because the game is notoriously horrendous. But it's delisted, it's rare, it's going up in price. So if you've got this, or you can get hold of this for a decent price, get hold of it, because it's going up. Decent one to have. I'd never played it because I saw the Angry Joe review and he hated it and made lots of fun. It was quite funny to watch. Yeah, so that put me off really. I'll never play it, but I've got it. Gran Turismo Sport. It's a racing game. I'm not good at racing games, especially simulators like this. VR compatible, that would be horrendous in VR. I would be, man, the motion. I do get a bit of motion sickness with VR, so anything like this is going to be killer. So I will see. I'll try it, see what it's like. GTA 5. This is like pants. Everybody owns it. So yeah, I don't need to even mention that. Another one. This is one I haven't done. Guardians of the Galaxy. Almost there with them. I don't think there's any more. So yeah, no, maybe some more coming up. Guardians of the Galaxy. Apparently it's a good one. Telltale, obviously got this because of the delisted as well. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. I've said this a few times now. If you have not played this, play this game. If you're planning on getting a PS5, wait. Get this. You have to get this version, the PS4 version. But get some headphones on. Play this game. It's beautiful. It's intense. It's. I don't know what to say. It's a digital photographer's dream. This, look at the. I mean, you can't really see it because of the focus here, but it's unbelievable. And it's in a slipcase. Slipcases are always nice. Homefront, apparently not as bad as the PS3 Homefront. Haven't tried it myself yet. In no rush. I think it's first person. I don't know, it doesn't show me anything on the back. That's not a really good cover. Monster Hunter World is another game I really want to try, I really want to play. Time investment. I mean, this one's even worse than something like Persona. This is hundreds of hours, so we're getting it free on PS Plus on the PS5, so eventually I will get to it, or at least try it. Mortal Kombat 11 is a game I really want to try. I haven't done a Mortal Kombat for a long time, not one that I've particularly enjoyed anyway. And these are getting a lot better with the story and things like that. And this one is not a difficult platinum. And like I said, apparently I like fighting games now, so that is definitely one I want to try. I'm not going to be able to play it when my son is around, that's for sure. Need for Speed is the most Need for Speed. I don't know, it's a Need for Speed. I don't even know which one that is. A Need for Speed Rivals, I don't know which the one that is either. I think this is when I think the Need for Speed, this one is when they kind of rebooted the series a bit. I don't know which ones they are. There's so many of them now. I mean, we're going back to PS2 for Christ's sake. There's so many Need for Speeds. Neo 2 is like The Witcher at this point. It's a game, Witcher 3 that is. It's a game it's just not clicking. It's not there for me, and I keep putting it down, and it takes me so much to pick it back up again. I don't want to say it's done. I'm not done with it, but it's definitely taking a long time. So we've got 3 Lego games here in quick succession. We've got Incredibles, we've got Jurassic World, and we've got The Force Awakens. I really want to play the new one that isn't out yet, which doesn't make sense, but there's going to be doing the trilogy of trilogies Star Wars Lego. They just have such a knack for telling the stories of the property, the IP that they're representing, so they're just great. Yeah, so I've got those in a big lot. Quite a few Lego games. There's some more coming up yet. Mad Max, basically the online servers are turning off as as I speak, as I'm making this video. I have had that a long time with the full intention of going and doing it, and haven't done. It's fractured, but it's whole, and it's South Park, and it's amazing, and just get the South Park games and play them. It's perfection when it comes to like TV games, film games. It's literal perfection. Star Wars, what the hell am I talking about? Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter V is hard as all hell, and not anything I'm in a rush to play. As much as I said I like fighting games now, and I always have preferred Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat to say Tekken. I'm not in a rush to play that one. Online connection required for a PSVR game that I've never heard of. What the hell is an arcade shooter? Okay, maybe it's fun. I haven't tried it. It's Ubisoft. I didn't realise that. Picked that up in a lot, so that's why I've got that. Obviously I'm going for full collection, so they'll all be here eventually, hopefully. Jedi Fallen Order, Zepho Club. We like this game, yet if it was Star Wars we probably wouldn't. So I don't know, it's pretty broken. If you go back and look at how broken that game actually was, if it was anything else but Star Wars you probably wouldn't play it. Not funny. So I bought this, I didn't read the fine print here. Required content download. I don't mind it on the Telltale ones. They are kind of, the disc has the first season, then you can go and download the others. But Spyro 2 and 3 are not on this, even though it says 3 games here quite clearly. It doesn't like say, on the Telltale ones it'll say like season pass disc or something that kind of says it all. But it says like here 3 games. You'd expect them all, but they're not on the disc. You need to download 2 and 3, so if they ever get delisted, then tough. Batman 3, another Lego. I played this on the Vita. I don't think I've done the PS4 version yet. It's actually quite a good one. Dimensions, one of the most expensive DLC laden games with regards to getting the DLC. Obviously got to buy all the Lego figures. And then to finish, finally, Game of the Generation, Bloodborne. So that should say there, Game of the Generation edition. Obviously it has the old hunters. This is the game of the year. Literal perfect, just unbelievable. I don't have anything bad to say about Bloodborne. Even if I found something bad to say about it, I probably wouldn't. It's just perfect. And here we go. I'm just gonna have a quick look here. So I've showed you this. I'll just show you my steelbooks. I've got like 3. So Game in the UK is basically our equivalent of GameStop. They've been doing a lot of steelbooks lately. So you buy the game, you get a steelbook. So it doesn't come in the steelbook, you just get the case separate. So that's why I have this horrible Games steelbook. It's actually quite nice. Yeah, I sold the game as soon as I got it. I didn't even open it, sold it again. And kept the steelbook. Doom Eternal, that's a hell of a steelbook. And then Avengers, which I have just got rid of as well. As much as I collect games, like I want a full collection, I've got rid of Avengers because that is tanking. So I'll be able to pick that back up for like £5 in a few months anyway. But quite a nice steelbook as well. And yeah, that's it. That's my whole PS4 collection as of October 2020. Let's pick this up in, I don't know if I'm still doing this in 5 years. Let's see where the collection's up to then. It would be a considerably longer video, I would imagine. But I don't know what to do with regards to limited run games and things yet. I'm going to pick a limited run game up. So I don't know if you know what they are, but they're basically a company that make pretty decent looking PS4 physical games for games that don't have a physical release. So anything that's on the PSN store, they make the physical release. So I will look. It's going to add like, I mean, I think there's over 2,000 games, physical games for the PS4. I could be wrong, but for the PS3 it's like 1,200. So I could only imagine the PS4, they were just chucking games out for that. I think there's over 4,000 total if you include all the PSN games as well. So I've got a long way to go, but this is just the start. Not been collecting mad at this point, but I will be soon because they're going to come down. Yeah, and that's it. So that's everything. What are your collections like? Maybe in the Discord. I tell you what, I'm going to join my Discord. The link will be in the description. I'm going to start a new room where we can show off our collections. Yeah, you can put your pictures in there. I'd love to see what your collections look like. And yeah, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.